Now, what the freak do you have for us?
Completely AFK. There's a shit ton of things. There's frozen orb. There's hydras everywhere. We're
It's feature, not a bug.
okay. Let me just turn off the sound real quick. Alright, much better. First of all, credit where credit is due. I first seen the build last night from a Redditor. His name was Warplant. It's an awesome thing. What are we looking at? We're looking at a completely AFK sorceress, castings all sorts of stuff in the training room. I don't have my hands on the keyboard, obviously. You can see here, and that's the live recording. I'm gonna tell you how it works and why it works and the other options that we can do to take advantage of this feature. Now, let me get off the training ground real quick. Right here is great. And now there are 3 things that you need in minimum to run this build, quote unquote. First of all, you're gonna need a staff, and you're gonna need the stable aspect on the staff. Forget the other roles on the staff right now. They're just only temporary, but you need the stable aspect on the staff. You'll need the I don't have the amulet. The easiest way you can put in the overwhelming aspect, that's the second one, on your amulet, and the charged bolts enchantment. So those are the 3 things minimum in order to run this thing, this build. Let me show you. On the bottom part of your screen, this is the number of conjurations. Those are the number of lightning spears. For those who are fairly new, each conjuration, if you have the maximum, which is level 10, it grants you 10% multiplicative increased damage. So that is a lot of damage increase. However, we are sacrificing a lot of damage since we have the aspect on our staff, but more on that later on. I'm just showing you the minimum required. Now it's completely AFK, it's working, and the engine is running. Now, what are the options that you can do? You can sacrifice a little bit of ramp up time. You can move the unstable currents aspect from the amulet and put on our favorite aspect, which everyone's running right now, the storm swell, and get the overwhelming currents on the ring. As you can see, it still should work. Let me see if I can ramp it up. It's not showing the Conjuration Mastery. Run here real quick. Oh, there it is. So we can see it on the screen right now. It's 2, 6. Should ramp up right now. Now it's at 26. There you go, completely AFK. So we do know that it's possible to run the overwhelming currents on the ring. So we still have the other ring available, as well as the chest and the helmet. Now, mind you though, that without the Fist of Fate, it's really hard. It works, but it's gonna take a long ramp up to have the engine working. Also, more importantly, I have as a temporary my pants, which I rolled the lucky hit to stun, as well as a legendary boots which has the lucky hit to stun. So why do we have the stun? Because the charge bolts enchantment, what it does, every time that you stun an enemy, it releases charge bolts, and these charge bolts are considered lightning skills. Now apparently the unstable and stable currents aspects is completely bugged, that what it does, it dips on both aspects. Mind you though that when you're running this build, let's just call it the build for now, it doesn't work when you activate the unstable currents. Let me show you. I'll press number 1 and the conjuration, they start to fall. The engine stops. So you cannot use the unstable currents. Now, what are the other things that we can do instead of the favorite storm swell, for example, on the amulet? My favorite thing to do right now is I put on the fractured WinterGlass, remove the pants, and use the actual conduit. The purpose of the actual conduit, aside from some damage, is it drains your mana. So what you can do, you can put in the Hydra, for example. What the Hydra enchantment does is, after you spend 167 mana, this is with Conjuration Mastery by the way, it's automatically spawns a Hydra. Let me show you how awesome this is. Alright, see that mana? I have 229 mana by the way. So completely AFK. There's a shit ton of things. There's frozen orb, there's hydras everywhere. We're sitting on 60, 64, 63, 50 something or so Conjuration Mastery. Now, mind you though that this is still on the first day. I have tried running it on tier 8 hordes. It's working alright. I'm still not sure what's the final aspects and the equipment that we're gonna be running, since the problem is if you kill them so fast. For example, if I put in the Enderio, not that, there it is. If I put in the Enderio's Visage, everything dies so quickly, so we can't run the engine. It's gonna be working if you're probably under geared or you're gonna be running like high tier. However, the problem is the bosses. In T8, for example, we can do some swaps. We can change back to our original build. But we'll figure out something. Needless to say, the boss killing aspect sucks, but it's really fun. We'll figure out something. Like I said, this is just from last night. We'll figure out something. I'll probably run some clips of the T8, except the boss. The bosses are a pain. I could kill them with my lightning spear in like 45 seconds or maybe like 30 if all three are all together. But right now this is just the first phase. I'll probably do a follow-up and I'll show you some clips of the T8 run. What do you guys think? Have you found something interesting? Any other ideas? And that's it for now. We'll do a follow-up later on, but for now this is what it is. You guys have fun and good luck on your tempering rolls. Bye for now.